I've always wondered what happens if you try and deep fry milkshake. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that this isn't the way. Clearly, I'm not a genius. So I spent 9 months with Shaolin frying monks to finally find out that this is the proper way to do it. In here, I have a litre of milk, or nearly a litre. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to top that up with a bit of cream, and then that is going to go into a pan. And before that comes to a boil, we're going to add 6 tablespoons of corn flour and 6 tablespoons of strawberry milkshake powder, whichever you have available to you. So I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then when it's boiling, I'm going to drop the heat down just so it's simmering. And what we want to do is you just want to activate the gluten in that corn flour. I think it's gluten anyway. I'm no scientist. At some point, this is going to get really thick, and all you have to do is just keep stirring. As you can see, that's a lot thicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that cool down now, and then I'll see you when it's cooled down. Our fried milkshake mixture has now cooled slightly, and while that was cooling, what I've done is I've just got a normal tray, any old tray, put some cling film in it, or shrink wrap, depends what you call it, and lightly oiled it. So now this is going in there, and just give it a bang to get any of those bubbles out. So now, that is going into the fridge for an hour or 2 until it's set, and I will see you then. Time for the moment of truth. It's been 2 hours. Let's see if we're set. Okay, this could go incredibly wrong. Now, is that set enough? There's only one way to find out. Fight! Oh, it's gonna be too wet. That's a fail. That's a fail, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the drawing board. Not for you. The next thing you see, there'll be a perfect one of these sitting there. Success! As you can see, we are now looking good. A nice set milkshake. First of all, just trim the sides. We're gonna get nice slices. So here I've just got half corn flour, half plain flour. I've got some Panko breadcrumbs and just an egg. So we're going to start by dropping our milkshake slices in the flour. Just give that a little spin and into the egg, and then finally into the breadcrumbs. Now this is a bit of a messy process. I didn't expect this to be clean. So there is one. I'm gonna do the other 3, and then we'll be back with you with a nice clean space, hopefully. Right, so I've got all my strawberry fried milkshake slices. They're all panade, all panko breadcrumbed. Here we've got the oil heated up. I've put a few pieces of panko breadcrumbs in just to see if it's hot enough. It seems hot enough. Let's go with the first one. Let's see how we do. Hopefully it doesn't blow my tits off. Now that's done, I'm just going to place it on some kitchen towel, and I'll do the others, and I'll be back with you. So that's the last of them. There's all 4. I'll wait for them to cool a little bit. Okay, I just want you to look how good these look. And I don't know if you can hear this. Let's cut one. Nice. Let's try it. Whoa, that is very, very nice. I can't even compare it to anything. That's like something I never tasted before. Now what have I learned? I've learned that in something like this, you have to be very specific with the recipe. You do not want too much milk, or you do not want too little corn flour. This is something totally different, something totally unique. You know, I've never tasted it before. If I had to try and like narrow it down to something, I would probably say it's close to a coated Angel Delight. And I don't know if anyone's familiar with Mexican fried ice cream here, but it's a sort of similar sensation. I highly suggest you go and make this. Anyway, that's wok out.